which is perimeter, area, and volume. So here's all the formulas that we're going to be using in this book. You'll be given the formulas on the test and the final exam, so you don't have to memorize these, but you do have to know the names so you can find the formulas that you will need. So here, so we have perimeter and area. So perimeter, if I want to find the perimeter of something, all I have to do is find the distance of, like, sillage, like the outside, the fence around something. So here the perimeter is just 6 meters plus 8 meters plus 6 meters plus 8 meters, which is 28 meters. Okay? But area is like we're putting tiles, ceramic tiles on the floor. So here, if I have 6 meters here and 8 meters here, that means there's 6 little square meters here. So I can count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, blah, 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 46, 47, 48. So I have a lot of ceramic tiles here. So area is about how many ceramic tiles are in a certain shape. And here I can count them, or I can just go 6 times 8 is 48 meters squared. Okay? Surface area is the same as area, but it's taking a 3D shape and saying, what is the area of the surface on this 3D shape? So if I open it up, I can see that this cylinder is actually a rectangle plus 2 circles. A rectangular solid, like a box, a carton, if I open it up, it's just lots of rectangles added together. And a sphere looks kind of funny, okay? And because this is area, surface area, we still have to also put a squared for surface area. Volume is how much space is on the inside of the objects. So you know these are heavy, they're full of metal. So I'm talking about the whole thing. It's something that's a 3D shape. Okay, and because it's 3D, we have to put a 3, so kilometers 3. We say kilometers cubed, meters cubed, centimeters cubed, millimeters cubed. So if I look here, circle the correct answer. So if I'm talking just about the frame, that's just the outside. So that's the perimeter. Here, these are solar panels, and they cover a whole area. They cover space like ceramic tiles, so it's area. Here he's painting a wall, so he's painting everything. That's like area. In this house, they're putting trim, this stuff all around the edge of the room. That's just perimeter. Okay? So here you have to know the word square and cubed, because when we have a 2 up here, it's meters squared. When we have a 3, we say meters cubed. Cubed is 3D. And when we have volume, we use meters cubed. And when we have area, we use meters squared. So you have to know the word square and cubed. This is 3D, so it's a cube. This is flat, and so it's a square. This is flat, so it's a square. This is an ice cube. It's 3D, ice cube. This is flat, and so it's a square. And this is 3D, so it's a cube. How much? So is it surface area or volume? So how big is the top? So we just want the top of this container, not the whole thing, just the top. So that's surface area. How much air is inside? So we're talking about all of it on the inside. So that's our volume. How much space is on the inside of this? Like we want to drive a car in. Will it fit our car? How much space on the inside? That's volume. How much plastic on the outside? We just care about the plastic, not the water on the inside, just the plastic. That's surface area. So this air filter, we just want to know about the air on the inside of this, not the outside. So that's volume. We want to know how much material on the top. Maybe we want to put a poster on the top of this. So just the top is an area, surface area. How much metal? You know these are heavy, and so they're full of metal. So it's kulla, it's all of it. So So that's the volume. How much metal on top? Just the top of this, not inside, just the top. So that's surface area. So now we're doing circles, vocabulary for circles. So if I do perimeter of a circle, that's just the outside of the circle, but we have a special name for it. We call it circumference. So we have the center of a circle, just the middle. If I measure all the way across, it's called diameter. If I measure just halfway across from the center to the edge, it's called radius. So if halfway across is 5 centimeters, and halfway across is 5 centimeters, the whole way across is 10 centimeters. So an easy way to remember this, diameter is the big word, so it's the big distance. Radius is the small word, so it's just half the distance. It's the small distance. So here, radius is C the radius or B the radius? Is the distance from here to here radius or the whole distance radius? Radius is the small word, diameter is the big word, so radius is the small distance, and diameter is B, the whole big distance, and A is the center. So here, the small distance is A, the big distance is C, so radius is A or C. Radius is the small one, diameter is the big one, so that's C, and B is the center. So here, the small one is C, all the way across is A. Now the big one is the big word. So A is the diameter, and the small one is C, and the center is B. So here, half the distance is A, all the distance is B. So the big word goes with the big distance. Diameter is B all the way across, and half the distance is called radius, and it's A, and C is the center. So here, what's the diameter? That means all the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Radius, that's halfway across. That's 4. What's the diameter? All the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what's halfway across? 2. What's the diameter? Don't take this distance. You have to go through the center. From here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's half of 5? 2.5. So half of 5 is 2.5. So exponents on the units. So our units are these things: millimeters, centimeters, meters, kilometers. And when we have area, we have to put a 2. And we call this exponent squared. We say squared, so we say millimeters squared, centimeters squared, meters squared, kilometers squared. Whenever we have area, there are 2 A's, so we have to put a 2 on the units. Volume is 3D, a 3D shape, so you put 3, and we say cubed, cube. Millimeters cube, centimeters cube, meters cube, kilometers cubed. And perimeter? Nothing. We don't put anything on it. Okay? So here, volume. Write the correct exponent on the unit. So volume is 3D, so I have to put millimeters cubed, centimeters cubed, meters cubed, kilometers cubed. Cube, macabre, cubed. Area, doesn't matter if it's surface area or area. How many A's are in area? 2. So I put a 2. Millimeters squared, centimeters squared, meters squared, kilometers squared. Surface area, the same thing, squared, squared, squared. Area is a square, marabba, square. So I use the word square here. And perimeter and circumference, I don't put anything. It's really a 1 hiding there, but we don't write it when we have an exponent of 1. And remember, perimeter is circumference is the word we use for perimeter on a circle. So when you see circumference, it really means the perimeter of a circle. So we don't use any exponents on the units for circumference. Okay. Write the correct exponent. The area of a post-it note. Area has two A's, so we go squared. 25 centimeters squared. Volume is 3D, so centimeters cubed. Area, 2 A's. That's just a trick to remember. If you see area, there's 2 A's, so you put squared. Surface area, 2 A's, squared. Perimeter, we don't put anything. Surface area, 2. Circumference, that just means perimeter. That's the same as perimeter of a circle, and we don't put anything. Volume, that's 3D, so we put a 3, cubed. Okay.